I was having my coffee and I was feeling very inspired. I am very excited to start documenting a lot of amazing, wonderful things that are going on in my life. I didn't even change out of my PJs. I am currently 29 years old. 2025 feels like a year of self-discovery for me. Sometimes we don't know what to do with that information. We don't know what to do with all these changes and things that are going on in our lives. My first language is Spanish and I love being Hispanic. I am a pharmacist, I am an artist, and I am learning to embrace a life that I never thought I would be living. I love this person that I'm becoming. I love this woman in which I'm turning into. Hi there. My cat says hi. I am Yari, and this is a very unplanned, very organic video that I'm making mostly as a test. I just got a new camera and I just wanted to check it out, see how comfortable I am with it, how the audio turns out, how the image turns out. I was just having my coffee and I don't have a lot of time because I am traveling today. My flight leaves at 2 p.m. and it's currently 8:25 in the morning and I still have some packing left to do. So I have to get to that, but again, like I said, I was having my coffee and I was feeling very inspired to kind of introduce myself, and I want to take this opportunity in which I'm just testing out a new camera, a new gadget, to kind of just introduce myself, tell you a little bit more about who I am, and to just kind of to set the tone for this YouTube channel. I am very excited to start documenting a lot of amazing, wonderful things that are going on in my life, in a very transparent, realistic, organic way. I have decided that I'm doing this for my future self. I am currently 29 years old. I turned 30 in December and it's currently April. So there's still a couple more months in which I will still be in my 20s, quote unquote. And I don't know, just 2025 feels like a year of self-discovery for me. And you'll understand why a little bit later when I go into it. And I just thought, I have to document this somehow. I mean, I keep journals. I love journaling. I love writing down my thoughts, my experiences. But I feel like having a visual diary would also be really cool to look back at in the future and to relive certain moments and to just relive some feelings that I'm experiencing at this time of my life. So I've decided that I'm going to start documenting the ordinary and the things that I've been doing that have made me reconnect with myself in some ways. I don't know, I just feel like I have to be doing this. So I hope that you will join me in this journey. I know that there's many of us out there who are about to turn 30 this year that feel like they need some sort of pivot, or they're in the middle of pivoting and their life is just like changing, and sometimes we don't know what to do with that information. We don't know what to do with all these changes and things that are going on in our lives, whether they're good or bad or an in between. And I feel like we could be helping each other out and lifting each other up, and that's what I hope to do with this YouTube channel. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you already know that I'm a creative. I enjoy everything from journaling to painting to crafting, drawing. And this year particularly, I've made it not even a goal, just like a point to explore my creativity even more, to really dive into it, to really connect with my artistic side, something that has been a part of me since forever, since preschool. I feel like I started drawing and painting before I started walking. Like, it's always been a part of me. I feel like it's something I was born with. It's something very, very close to my heart, very innate, and something that I'm embracing a lot more this year. And I'm also a pharmacist. I'm in healthcare, and unfortunately I completely detached from my artistic side when I was preparing to become a pharmacist. studying any career in healthcare can be very time consuming, very energy consuming, and most of us often detach from who we are. We grow apart from the things that fill us with joy and happiness and that make us just feel good about ourselves, and we dedicate most of our life and our time to our degree because it's very important to us and we want to accomplish a lot of great things with it. But we forget about the essence. We forget about we forget about the fact that there's more to us than just the degree that we're working on. And I feel like I am in a stage right now. I graduated in 2022, so almost 3 years ago. And now is when I'm finally in a place in which I have time and I have resources, and I am very blessed to say that I have an income that allows me to support my hobbies and my passions, and I'm able to buy materials and paint and canvases and sketchbooks, and I'm able to indulge in my art and in my artistic journey. And I'm just so excited to be living this journey right now. And I feel like I was getting to a point before I mentioned all this. I feel like a lot of us might be going through the same process. Maybe others are desperately seeking to feel that freedom and that connection with themselves again, with something that just fills them with joy that they lost in the process of becoming whatever they became, whether that's a pharmacist, a doctor, a lawyer, whatever career path you chose. And I know there's a lot of us that let go of that part of us in the process, and we let our career, our profession become our entire identity, and our entire life started to revolve around that career path. And the truth is that we are much more than that. We can be very proud to be whatever we chose to become. I'm a very proud pharmacist. I learn something new every day. I love that I chose to become a pharmacist, and I love that I was actually able to become a pharmacist. But being a pharmacist is not my personality, and that's just the truth. I realized that I made it my identity and my personality for the past 9, 10, 11 years, ever since I graduated high school and went into undergrad, knowing that I wanted to get into pharmacy school. And then getting into pharmacy school, those were 4 years of being solely a pharmacy student, nothing more to it. It became my personality, it became my identity. And now, almost 3 years after graduating from pharmacy school, I'm realizing that it's not. Being a pharmacist is not my identity. Being a pharmacist is my profession and something that I truly love and enjoy, and I'm very grateful that I'm able to serve the community through this profession. However, there's much more to me than that. I identify as an artist now, and that's something that I've never said out loud. I've always known that I love creating art, and art is a huge passion of mine, but I've never introduced myself as an artist before. And this year, I've started to introduce myself as an artist. Whenever I meet someone new at a coffee shop, I say I'm a pharmacist and I'm an artist, and I'm working on my artistic project, and I feel I'm so full of joy realizing that I'm an artist and that is a part of my identity and my personality, and that truly makes me who I am. So I feel like I'm rambling at this point, but hopefully it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense to me. Hopefully it makes sense to you if you're still watching this. And hopefully we can connect in a way that is uplifting and empowering. And my hope for this channel is to create a cozy corner for myself and also for you if you choose to stick around, in a very safe and transparent space. I mean, I'm still in my PJs. I didn't even get ready for this. Like, I'm not wearing any makeup. I laminated my eyebrows yesterday, so they have like gunk. I haven't brushed my hair this morning. I literally woke up, had breakfast, poured myself a cup of coffee, pulled my camera out, and I just decided to start filming. And that's the vibe I want to go with for this channel. I just want to kind of share my life very transparently, very realistically. Is that a word? Realistically? In a very realistic way is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, as a little intro, I am Yarelis, but I go by Yari. You can call me Yari. I was born and raised in Puerto Rico, so that is something that I keep very present and very close to my heart. I'm Puerto Rican, I'm Hispanic, my first language is Spanish, and I love being Hispanic. I moved to the States for pharmacy school. I lived in Miami, Florida for a couple of years, and after I finished, I moved to upstate New York. I'm currently in Syracuse, New York, and I used to hate it. I hated it with a passion. And I thought I wouldn't last an entire year here. But then I met the love of my life, and I decided that I wanted to start building a new life with him. I moved in with him, and it's the best, most impulsive, craziest decision I've ever made in my life, moving in with someone after just like 3 months of knowing him. But it's been 2 years now, and it's been the best 2 years ever. And now I'm in love with my city. I'm in love with this place, with who I'm becoming here. I've been able to get to know parts of me that I didn't allow myself to get to know before, because I was constantly distracted by nightlife or friends or partners that weren't the right person for me. Or constantly doing something, you know. I was kind of like numb by everything that I was constantly doing, and living here in Syracuse has forced me to take a step back and slow down and be more in tune with myself. And I've just been becoming a different person, and I love her. I love this person that I'm becoming. I love this woman in which I'm turning into at 29 years old. And 2025 specifically feels like a year of rediscovery and adventure, and I have a schedule that allows me to have a big chunk of time off. I work every other week, and I have a week off every other week, so I have a mini vacation every other week. And even though I spend most of it just catching up on rest and trying to feel good because I work overnights on my week on, even though I'm trying to catch up on rest, I am also making it a point to plan solo dates, solo trips. And I feel like it's going to be just a really great year. And I've never had this feeling before at the beginning of a year. Yeah, I've said it before. I've said this is going to be my year. It's going to be a great year, but I just say it. This year, I actually feel it, and I don't know what to do with that feeling. So what I'm choosing to do is to document it, to talk about it, to put it somewhere permanently so that I can come back to it in 5, 8, 10 years and feel it all over again, reminisce everything that I'm going through right now, and just have some sort of tangible evidence of my growth and my self-discovery process throughout this year. And that's that. That's what's in my head. I had no script for this. Again, I didn't even change out of my PJs. That is what's in my head, what I wanted to pour out into this video. I think I might not even edit it. I think I might just upload it as a little test, as a little challenge. And I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. And if you're still watching this, thank you. Thank you for hearing me ramble. I hope that you at least identify with the most minimal thing. Like, even if it's just feeling that 2025 is your pivot year. Or maybe we only relate in the fact that we're both 29. And that's good enough. Or maybe you're a healthcare professional and you've lost a part of you. You've lost your artistic side of your personality. You feel like you've detached from what makes you you, not what makes you a healthcare professional. I feel like I want to make this a space to uplift each other and also to share my art, because I feel like I've never shared my art before. Well, I share it. I post my art on social media and whatnot, but in a very pointless way. Like, I just share it. And now I've been feeling like I want to share it to really generate emotions and connections from the audience, like for the audience to connect with my art, if that makes sense. So I'm also exploring that. I'm thinking, I have a couple of ideas in my head of things that I want to do to put my art out there in a more structured way, if that makes sense. But anyways, going back to my point of my hopes for this channel, I hope that we can connect and relate to each other in certain ways and uplift each other and explore the parts of us that we've neglected for some time because we took so much care about one part that we forgot about the others that make us who we are. And I hope that you feel a spark to also explore that part of you by hearing me, by seeing my journey, by being a part of my journey. And yeah, I'm just excited. I'm just excited, and I'm feeling very hopeful and inspired and full of joy and very optimistic about this year, about the things that are going to happen in my life this year. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. That's all that's in my head. I hope you stick around. Thank you again if you've heard me ramble up to this point. I am going to finish sipping on my coffee because it's probably cold by now. And I should probably go shower and change out of my clothes and finish packing because I leave in just a couple of hours. So that's that. Again, I'm Yari. I am a pharmacist. I am an artist. And I am learning to embrace a life that I never thought I would be living. So I hope to see you very soon. Bye.